Welcome to the second part of Unit 6, Mechanics and Conventions of Writing. In the first part, we discussed about the uses of punctuation marks. In this session, we will deal with academic style. The term academic style refers to the difference of academic writings like essays, project papers, journal articles, and dissertations from other non-academic writings like newspaper articles, magazine essays, and informal communications. Apart from the use of formal language, academic works follow some stylistic regulations. When you prepare an academic paper, you need to document the sources in a particular style. The details of the quotations and other borrowed materials used in paper need to be presented in a specific style. So mark the point, stylistic consistency is an important yardstick for deciding the quality of your paper. So as you know, documentation styles vary depending on your discipline. For example, writers from liberal arts and humanities usually take MLA style, and those from social sciences and science, they follow APA style. And there are other styles like Chicago, Oxford, and Cambridge. Of course, the style guides published by these famous universities. If you are writing to publish in a particular journal, you should understand the style followed by the journal before you start your work. So you should publish your work according to the prescribed style guide. Two kinds of documentation are employed in academic papers. First one, parenthetical documentation. Second one, works cited. Parenthetical documentation is also known as in-text documentation, and works cited is also known as references or bibliography. So here is the example for parenthetical documentation and works cited. This is taken from your textbook itself. You can see the given example. It's an extract from the essay Holistic Growth of a Nature Poet's Mind by V.P. Anwar Sadat. So you can see the first paragraph is written by the author himself, and the second paragraph is quite different from or separated from the first paragraph, is indented separately. It shows that it's taken from another source. And you can see in the bracket or in parenthesis the name of the author, Yarker, and page numbers from 11 to 12. So it's a direct quotation used to illustrate a point. The quotation is followed by a parenthesis which gives two details, that is the last name of the author, Yarker, and the page number of his work in which the statement occurs. So that is parenthetical documentation. So in MLA style, you will give the author name and the page number. In the case of works cited, you can see at the last, it's actually works cited, not words cited. So in detail, you have to give the author's name, Yarker, PM, and the title of the essay or the chapter, introduction in double inverted comma, then the name of the book, The Prelude, William Wordsworth, then publisher, London, Routledge and Kagan Paul, then the year 1988, then the page numbers. So this is how you have to do the parenthetical documentation and the work citation. So the given example is actually the MLA style format. Now see another example. This is also from your textbook. So this is an extract from The Patterns of Drug Abuse Among School Children by Ian Hinmarch. So the highlighted parenthesis in the above extract referred to the studies conducted by scholars and the year of their publication. You can see Vienna 1970, Backhouse and James 1969. So these terms, the studies of delinquent adolescents, emotionally disturbed students, these are taken from Backhouse and James 1969, Lincoln 1965, and Children on Remand, Crockett and Marks 1969. So here in parentheses, the author's name and the year of publication are shown. Now when we come to the works cited, you have to give the full details. You can see how it's given. Backhouse CI and James IP in bracket 1969. Then the title, the relationship and prevalence of smoking, drinking and drug taking in delinquent adolescent boys. So that is the chapter published in British Journal of Addiction 1964, page number 75 to 79. Okay, likewise you can go through all these presentation. So this is the style that we follow in APA format. In parenthetical documentation, we use author's name and the year of publication. And how the work citation should be done. You can go through it. So the minute details of a documentation style are given in the manual of style guides published by different organizations. The MLA style is introduced by Modern Language Association, an organization in the United States. The APA style is introduced by American Psychological Association. The style manuals are usually available in print and electronic formats. And depending on the changing needs of documentation, the style guides bring out newer editions incorporating provisions for documenting newer sources. Citing of web sources was not mentioned in style guides before, but now all style guides specifically mention all the internet sources and new sources of information. Style guides insist, apart from citations, on formatting an academic paper, mechanics of writing, and academic integrity. Now let's go deep into MLA style. Modern Language Association has been publishing its style guides, which is titled as MLA Manual or MLA Handbook since 1985. Is the most popular style followed by writers in liberal arts and humanities. The MLA Style Guide published its 8th edition in 2016, thoroughly revised, enabling documentation of all types of materials, both conventional and modern. The official website of MLA provides practice template and sample citations. Along the guidelines for citing sources, the style guide gives guidelines on all aspects of an academic paper in MLA style. So I am going to show you the link which goes to a page of MLA Style Center where you can see See, this is the template they have provided here. So while you are giving the work citation of an essay in a book collection, how you should do that, clearly they have shown. So according to the given number, you can give the author's name, the title of the source, the title of container, that is the name of or the title of the book, then other contributors if any, then you can give the publisher's name, publication date, then the location, that is page number. If it's in a series, you have to give pp dot 131 to 48. Okay, so at last you will get the final works cited list entry, Copland, comma Edward, then the chapter's name, money, then the title of the book, see, is given in italics, The Cambridge Companion to Jane Austen, edited by Copland and Juliet McMaster, Cambridge, UP, 1997, then pp 131 to 48. Okay, likewise you will get another example for work citation. So how you have to enter a video on a website. Okay, here also you can give it in the same format that we won't be able to give the author. You can give the title of the source, the title of container from which part you got this video, and other contributors, their publisher, publication date, location. So at last you will give you will get this works cited list. Okay, the same examples are given there in your textbook, so you can yourself refer to this website, MLA Style Center, later. Now MLA Style Guide also include details about text formatting, that is font size, margins, headings, how you should use all this. Then tables and illustrations, running ahead with page numbers, plagiarism and academic integrity. We'll be coming on to that point further in detail. Placement of the list of works cited, paper and printing, margins, heading and title, electronic submission, corrections and insertions on printouts, then binding a printed paper. So all these are included in MLA Style Guide or MLA Manual or MLA Handbook. Now about APA Style. APA Style is prepared with the objective of standardizing scientific writing. So APA Style is almost followed by social sciences and science group writers. It's suitable to cite academic assignments such as term papers, empirical studies, literature review, case studies, and theoretical and methodological articles. So as in MLA style, there are specific instructions in APA style with regard to text formatting. That is, APA insists on double spacing the entire manuscript, then using Times New Roman font for text and Arial font for tables. While MLA system uses author page citation, as we have seen it already in the previous example, in MLA system they use the author page citation for in-text citations. In APA they follow author date citation. In MLA it's author page citation, author's name and page number in parenthesis. In APA they follow author date, in parenthesis we have to give author and the publication date. A typical APA style paper, that is, we are writing a research paper in APA style, your paper will follow all these sessions. It should have title page, abstract, introduction, method, results, discussions, references, and appendices. Now, what is academic integrity? Academic integrity is a moral code of conduct for everyone in an academy. That means academicians, teachers, students, and researchers have to conduct their study, research, teaching, and writing using fair means and following the moral and ethical code of conduct by avoiding cheating in examinations and assignments, plagiarism, and maintaining academic standards. So, that is academic integrity. You have to follow some certain rules. You should follow the moral and ethical code of conduct, and by avoiding cheating in your examinations, avoiding plagiarism, and maintaining academic standards. Peter Corbett of Michigan State University defines plagiarism and explains it thus: plagiarism is copying another person's text and ideas and passing the copied materials as your own work. You must both delineate, that is, you should separate and identify the copied text from your text and give credit to, that is, cite the source of the copied text to avoid accusations of plagiarism. So in the previous example also, uh, we have seen that how that particular content taken from another source is intended is quite different from the written paragraph. So you have to separate it from your text, and then you have to give the exact source, cite the source of this copied text. Plagiarism is considered fraud and has potentially harsh consequences, including loss of job, loss of reputation, and the assignation of reduced or failing grade in a course. Of course, so it's a serious offense. Plagiarism will cause, it may cause loss of your job, loss of reputation, and for students, you may even fail in your exam. Now, there are three types of plagiarism. That is, plagiarism may be unintentional when dishonesty in academic work results from a lack of awareness of its seriousness. So, sometimes you may not be aware of its seriousness, that how offensive it is. So, it may be unintentional when you copy down something without knowing the seriousness. Plagiarism may be blatant, that is resulting from manifest disregard for ethical consideration, where students are aware that they are plagiarizing. Now it's blatant when you know that it's seriously offensive and still you are copying it. Using a paper of your own, either partially or fully, is treated as self plagiarism unless you have prior permission for the same. So, even copying the same content of yourself, partially or fully, it can be treated as self plagiarism. So, unintentional, it might be blatant, or it might be self plagiarism. So, these are the types of plagiarism. Now, coming to the last part, that's proofreading. Reading your draft paper for mistakes is the last step before submitting or publishing your paper. The following aspects need to be checked while reading your proof. The first one is spelling and grammar. You can do the spelling and grammar check uh, through the automatic check work in your Microsoft Word. Then sentences, check for your sentences, fragmentations and all. style and documentation. Properly follow the style that you should follow, whether it's MLA or APA style. Then plagiarism, that is, you should check out whether you have cited all the works which you have taken for your study. Then paragraphs, the line spacing and all, you should check it. Then thesis statement, whether you have given it in the proper order and whether you have stated everything that you have to give in your paper. So check out all these things once again while you are going for proofreading. Spelling and grammar, sentences, style or documentation, plagiarism, paragraphs, and thesis statement. So this is the end of the unit. So I have given the reference as our textbook is our main reference. Thank you all for watching and learning. Hope you enjoyed your time. Please like and subscribe my channel as you may get further academic related videos. And you can even give your feedback in the comment box. Thank you all once again.